Hi, so this is the final video recorded a while after the other ones in a series of videos for the Past and Present project about how to use the Safarnama authoring tool, which you use to write experiences, author experiences for the Port Places app, which is our app. Now, essentially, we've gone through, how do you set up an account on the authoring tool? How do you use it? How do you edit? How do you publish experiences? This final video is about basically what happens if there's an existing experience that you want to go in and edit to update it or change something and then publish it again. And this will be important, of course, because some people, members of the community, will be being given control over experiences that past and present themselves that we created, so that they have a sort of custodian in the community. So you may be that person, and you may be wanting to edit a experience that you didn't actually write originally, or you might have written this particular experience and you might be wanting to go in and update your own experience. So that's for either lots of people. Basically, what we've got here is I have on my account the Rother Harbour to Fishguard experience open, the drafting of it, which is one of the experiences we made for the crossing between Rother Harbour and Fishguard. Now, you can go in and open experiences, and it'll bring up a list, and you just choose an experience that you want to open, and it'll open it in here. So for the first thing you have to do is get the right one open. Now, first thing to talk about here is that if you don't have editing access to an experience that you want to be able to edit, the thing you need to do is click on the menu on the left, Experience, and then click Collaborators. Now, under Collaborators, there's two things you can do. If you wrote your experience, you can add in someone's ID and press add here, and they will then be able to see on that menu I just showed you under experience open. They'll be able to see your experience and be able to open it and collaborate on it. But if you're asking to be given access to an experience that already exists, you do the same thing. You go in here and you select this text. Now, why is it a string of letters and numbers and not something else? The reason for that is because it doesn't actually retain any of your user information. So Safarnama doesn't know who you are, and it's anonymized for data protection purposes. So basically, this is a way of it gathering your information to make you a member of this experience without actually knowing anything specifically about your account or who you are. So it's an anonymous user ID. So you get that, and you would send that to someone like myself or ports@ucc.ie and say, I want to be added to X experience. We can then paste that into the box above that on our account, and then you would find that experience on the menu. So assuming you've done that, you have the access you need, you want to go in. Basically, let's say you're in an experience that already exists, you want to change something. It's very much the same as actually writing an experience. You just open something up. So this is a story about Margaret Todd from Goodwick and her time as a stewardess. Let's say there's a bit of information that needs updating or a typo. You can shuffle things around back and forth, just like when you're creating an experience. See my previous videos for what that means. But you would just go in. Let's just say we want to it's just a text editor. You can just change the text, take out a letter, add a letter, do anything you want. And then if you don't like what you did, press cancel. Otherwise, press save. And then once you've made those changes, you go down to the bottom here and you press it again. So you press save again. Then the change that you made will be committed and it will say edited. And that change will be now part of the draft of the experience. You do that as many times as you want, as many tweaks as you want. Then, like normal, you go and publish it by pressing publish changes. And then you can use the QR code, use the link how you normally would. And again, see the previous videos for what that means. So you get access, you go in, make changes.